everyone. Just a quick little video in my kitchen. What have I been doing today? Picking organic apples from the organic tree on the side of the road here. I live down a little country road, and there's an organic tree on the side of the road, and I just pick the apples and then I stew them all up and I freeze them, and I make pies and I make fruit for breakfast. You can have it with yogurt, you can, I don't know, you can do all sorts of things. And I've got to a point now where I'm out of my apples. I've already done one batch this year, so I went down and picked some more. And I'm getting to a point where I could do a whole lot now for the autumn and winter. So this will be the first batch, and then I'll do more for during the year. The beautiful apples for stewing. They're the old-fashioned, I'd call them the old-fashioned garden apples. Some of them got, because they are so organic, they have little cove holes in them, you know, that where the wind has damaged them, or the rain, such as this one here. You can see they're not perfect. However, this one is, look at that, completely perfect organic apple. They're not good for just eating, I don't think. They're just better for cooking. You can make a sauce out of them. They're just beautiful apples. And I don't like to see things. I grew up not wasting things. I'm just going to put some water in these. And it stops them from going brown while you cut them up. The thing is with apples, I find, like I bought these ones from the supermarket. These ones, and look at the difference. They're organic and they're supermarket ones, and you can tell they have been somehow manipulated. It's not a natural shine. That's a natural apple. So I'm very fussy about my apples, and especially the fact that I have an apple every day, and if I haven't got an apple to have, I'll have pineapple or a banana. But I'm slowly going off the bananas too, because you get them and they're like that. And these are from South America. We used to get our, growing up, we used to get our bananas from Fiji and the Pacific Islands, and now our bananas are supplied by USA, and they're not even got seeds in them like they used to. So I'm sort of going off bananas. Yeah, so you just cut into these. They don't have to be perfect because you're cooking them. They down pretty quick too. They don't take as long as most apples. See, that one's got a lot of core in it, so we'll just cut all that out. So how's everyone's week been? How have you all been? What's been going on in your world? I'm trying to stay away from social media. I'm trying to stay away from media. I don't watch TV. I don't watch news. I watch YouTube. I watch videos of interest like travel, cooking, thrifting, building, like tiny houses, cottages, and I stay away from any kind of media. Social media is just repetitive old stuff now that people that are awake have known for years, and it's all just, I don't know, it's all just starting to come out now, and the reveals are happening and people are getting all shocked up about it. We've known about it for years and talked about it and been called conspiracy theorists, which is a terminology they gave us because they couldn't wake up. They couldn't believe it. It surprises me. Oh, no, that one. That's perfect. Look, I'll wash it and taste it and tell you what I think. I give these apples a good rinse before I cook them. Perfect inside. Let's have a look. Perfect eating apple. That one. You know, there's no need for people saying I'm starving, I've got no money to buy food for my children. Just walk around your local neighbourhood and find fruit trees and berries and forage like I do. I find all sorts. I've got foraging books here, I watch foraging YouTube, and I get a lot of stuff organically. There was a lady out here with fresh lavender plant attached to a fence saying anyone that wants fresh lavender to help yourself. There was rosemary, and I just dry it out. I use the rosemary for cooking. It's all organic around here, nothing's been sprayed, so you know that you're getting good food. That's perfect. I grow my own marigolds and I dry them out. They just smell delicious, and I dry them out and I make marigold tea. It's great for inflammation. Another way to get tea. I also make my own camellia tea, which is similar to the Japanese green tea. I dry it out. Beautiful. So I dry it all out, and then I grind it. It's beautiful tea. So I'll continue peeling these apples. And I'll show you the cooking process and how they turn out. Okay, this is my pile of apples. 2 big pots of apples, and I'm still going. So I've only got a few more apples to do, so it's not too bad, but I should have 2 full pots of apples. I can always go down and get more. The tree is full of them. Problem is, a lot of the good apples are up top, and you can't get to them unless you've got a ladder, and it's on a bank, so it's not very safe. So you really need 2 of you there to do it. But this is good for now. I'm grateful, that's for sure. Very grateful. Free apples, you know, and I'd love to be able to make apple cider or homemade apple organic cider. I mean, it would be great to make apple cider vinegar. Just something I could challenge myself with. So, yeah, that one could have some more, that one could have some more. So we've got about a quarter of a basket left. So I'll continue peeling and putting these together and rinse, and then we'll put them on stew. I've got some sugar and I've got some cloves. I like to put the spiced cloves in. It just gives them a really good flavour for cooking. So I'll finish with this lot. Some of the core on these, because they're old established apples, you've got to cut away quite a bit just to get the core out, but that's okay. Still get plenty of apple. They're good sizes, most of them. Because if you measure that supermarket one with, say, that one, same size. Right, I'll get on with this and then I'll come back to you. Right, I've got 2 pots of apple here, ready to start stewing. 2 big pots actually, so there's quite a few apples in there. And what I do is I put white sugar in. Normally I put a mixture of white and brown raw sugar, but these are quite they're starchy, but they don't need much sweetness, so I'll start off with about half a cup of sugar, I think, in each. Because what I do is when I'm baking with it, you have more sugar in it anyway. And then you also have, you know, icing sugar, or, you know, ice cream or cream or whatever some people have. So about half a cup of sugar in that one. So as I said, I don't like to use a lot of sugar. I like the sourness of the apple. Maybe a little bit more in there. I have another bit of sugar. So about the same for that pot. And then what I like to do is put half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of cloves, and this is the one for apple muffins cake, mashed pumpkin, sweet and warm. So it's powdered, it's not the whole cloves, so about that much, half a teaspoon. I love the smell of cloves. Good parasite cleanser too. So cleans out parasites. And then I just get the good old favourite wooden spoon, give it a bit of a stir up. And they can just cook gently away here. And then I'll show you the final process of once they're cooked. Alright, these ones are nearly done. I'm just turning them down. You see how much juice they produce. They're very sort of soft and floury. And you know, I can thicken this up if I have to make a sauce so that I can use it in pie filling, that kind of thing. I won't be putting any more sugar or anything like that in there. It's just not worth it. It'll be too sweet. This is the other pot going. Okay, they float to the top. Oh. So what I can do with this one is transfer some of them into this pot. But you can see they cook pretty quickly, and they're just very floury apples. But you know, they just make a beautiful. They make a beautiful rich mixture. And with the you don't have to mash them; they just break down by themselves. And with the cloves in them, they just make a really nice formula. This one's still good, but I put this one on at the same time, but that element is slower for some reason. So we'll put that back on there and just turn that right down and just let that simmer, and just let these cook down. And I'll show you the end result. Okay, so that's the apple in the big pot and the medium-sized pot. So I've got quite a bit of apple here, and then I strained off the juice, which then becomes a hot apple tea or apple juice. You dilute it with water and have it cold. It's a lovely juice, you can see that. So it's natural apple juice. It's just got a little bit of the cloves and a bit of the sugar in it. So it's a nice syrup. And so you get out of that basket of apples, which still haven't finished, juice and 2 big pots of stewed apple. So yeah, you do get a lot. It's definitely worth standing there and peeling and cutting, because this will make quite a few apple crumbles, pies, desserts, muffins, cakes, or just nice on its own with oats. So yeah, and that's the juice. Okay, to end this process, I've got the apple all cooled down. I'll be putting it into containers, maybe putting it in the freezer, some in the fridge, some in the freezer, and I'm just going to try it now for you. So there's the apple. Just right. You wouldn't want to put any more sugar in it. And the little touch, I reckon, of cloves just lifts it. Really beautiful. Right, and now I've been drinking slowly the hot apple tea. This is what they drink in Turkey. You know, you go to a kebab shop or somewhere like that and they serve you hot apple tea. And I'm always trying to find it here and it's really hard to find. So it's gone a bit cold now, but I've been drinking that this afternoon as well, and it's very refreshing. It's just a normal hot tea drink normally. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little video of just me experimenting, playing around with things that I do, especially now that I'm doing more foraging, getting more organic produce, and what I do and how I prepare for myself. And I supply all my neighbours. Like, I've got neighbours there and there, and my best friend from school. We live next door to each other now. She's moved in there, and she cooked me a vegetable lasagna tonight and brought that over for dinner. And I'm taking some apple over for her cereal in the morning. But we all here is a community of 4. We've actually got a gate put in the fence between us so that we can go back and forth, and we just all cook for each other and we all just share. We have our own little community, and that is the new way of living, people, finding your soul family and connecting and living this way, sharing what you have. And it's abundance, you know, it's real abundance. And I'll pop a picture in here of the tree as well, so you can see what the tree looks like, because it's just full. You can't get to the top of it, it's so high because it's on a bank, and if you stand there and try and reach, you can fall down. It's quite a steep little dip, but it's beautiful, it's wonderful to have so close. It's just across the road and up a bit. All right, do take care. Much love and many blessings to you all. Bye for now. So this is the apple tree. It's an old established apple tree. You can see lots of red apples at the top. See all those up there? I just can't reach them. There's so many up there. Yeah, it hasn't been looked after because it's on the side of the road. But you can see there's a bank down here. And this is the bank. And you can see the apples from here on the tree. There you go. Look at them all up the top there. And there's heaps around the back there. If you look down the if you look down the bottom here, there's heaps down the back as well. So plenty of apples. And I make delicious stewed apples. And all down through here is wild blackberry, but it looks like it's been picked over. So it's a gorgeous spot to come and pick apples. And as I say, I just got a basket full today.